Where should I start reading? What is canon versus legends? When does the story begin? The answers to these questions and everything Star Wars is right here on Star Wars Timeline. Welcome guys. In this video I would like to discuss what's a good starting point to read a Star Wars book. And I would like to begin with my very first recommendation. This is a young adult novel by the Claudia Gray called The Lost Stars. And it is from the current Disney canon. Now if you guys need information, what's the difference between canon and legends, I'm going to leave a link below so you could check out my other video which explains it in greater details with graphics. You'll have no problem understanding it. For now, let's just say this book interconnects with all the movies, comic books, and TV shows that Disney has currently produced. This book was intended as a complementary adventure which leads into Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. If we look in the cover here, it shows us Journey into the Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Now this story here takes place 11 years before the original Episode 4 and finishes off 5 years after. Now if we look over here, I also wanted to bring up the cover of the book, which I think is very clean, very nice design. We see over here the Rebellion's logo. Here on the other side we see the Empires and a crashing, Star Destroyer ship, which I thought was very nice and clean design overall. Since this is a book recommendation, rest assured there are no spoilers in this video, guys. I just want to touch up on the story a little bit so you get an idea what it's about. So it begins on this outer rim planet Jelucan, godforsaken place, nobody knows where it is, and follows the adventure of two closest childhood friends. One is a boy from the aristocratic family, Thane Carell, and his closest friend, the girl from a local village, Sienna Ree. Both of them love flying, both of them are fascinated with spaceships, and they dream of one day leaving their home planet and becoming pilots in the Empire. So why should you read this book? Why is it a great starting point? And who is this book written for? I think first and foremost, this book was written for the fans of the original saga. If you saw those films, episodes 4, 5, and 6, you don't need any other information to start reading. Claudia Gray took all those episodes and weaved one coherent story out of them so well that it's just awesome to follow those events from a slightly different perspective, and of course from a point of view of our protagonists who are completely brand new. This book is also for the fans of the Empire. Yeah, I said it, the Empire. And the reason I say it is because a great deal of this book takes place from the perspective of young men and women who see the Empire as the ultimate order in the universe, and the Emperor is the guy who pursues the ultimate peace. It's very interesting. It's not what you would expect from a Star Wars book. Generally, when we pursue the events of the original saga, they're very black and white. It's always the good guys versus the bad guys. But here, something interesting is going on, and especially for the fans of stories like in the Star Wars Battlefront 2, the video game, the newer one, I think you'll enjoy this. I think any Star Wars book works only as great as its story. I mean, it's awesome to have spaceships, cool lightsaber duels, but none of it really works for me if you don't have a heartfelt and passionate story. And Lost Stars has it all. There is great pacing, epic action scenes, and a heartfelt story with relatable characters. Some of the larger themes in this book are coming of age, romance, loyalty, and learning from one's mistakes, which I think is very important for our younger readers. That's it for now. I hope you guys will enjoy this book as much as I have, and this video made you even more excited about reading Star Wars books. Now, for the next time, stay tuned for even more recommendations from me, which I will be discussing even more books, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below, and I'll be glad to answer them. See you next time.